Hello and welcome back to Ars Nouveau. We've been busy. We've got some stuff changed. As you can see, let's see, switch back to here and F1. Apparently hit F2 instead. We've been busy. Yeah, I kind of decided I didn't really like the lighter gray here. I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to tie it in with the rest of the town. I still have some of it here. I haven't finished this back wall or side wall over there yet, but yeah, so I kind of switched to more of the same kind of style as this building here, and I decided I wanted a clock tower. You can also see we've been a little busy with the withers there. I've got 8 beacons up there. I'm actually only using, I think I'm using 4, because I think the regen is with the strength. Because I don't even need strength really. Anyway, yeah, we've been busy. I added a second floor, and I've also not got really anything else going on up there. In fact, I don't even have a way to get up there. I did disable the flight ritual for a little bit. My source was kind of getting drained. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't think it was the ritual, but whatever. So we've got lots of room up here. Only a rough layout of the actual roof. Probably something kind of like this. And probably purple on top of that one as well. So that's going to kind of stretch to over here, and then a bigger roof here. Nope, no clue. Haven't designed it yet. Kind of just playing it by ear as I build things. I have a clock tower now. It's kind of cool. Use this create. I just kind of briefly jumped into create a little bit. I got brass for the clockwork from Zacharias, just so I could, get a clock. Eventually we will get actual more progress in create instead of just a purely aesthetic design there. But yeah, we have lots of room up here, and I'm not entirely sure what to put up here. So some things that I do need up here is controls. We've got, hello there. We've got our mana pools here. We've got just a standard pool. We've got our alchemy pool, and we've got the conjuration pool. And I apparently have no common theme here for what the flooring should be. Break you, place you. Yeah, so I had these open so I could add the catalyst in place, but whatever, don't need it. Oh, that's right. I needed that grass block. That's for Hopper Hawk. Yes, I have memory. Anyway, so we need some controls. I want to be able to automate these, kind of similar to what I've done in the past, where I'll have some controls that will basically, hey, I'm low on redstone, dump a stack of redstone in here and get more. Same with over here for mana pearls and mana glass and all that good stuff. We're not actually using mana glass. I don't need mana glass. Mana pearls I do need though. And I think I'm just going to continue this staircase. Do I have any more of these? No? Okay. We'll just use some bricks then. I think I want a small landing here. So we're going to go... I know how to place stairs. Place you. Place you. Just a real basic, I need to get up to the second floor. I did not place this in the right area. There. Okay, so now we can at least get up and down. Break you, I want another one here. I'll fill that in later. So, corporea. We've got some corporea running at our main storeroom over there, but we also need to branch that over here. So I'm going to just have some, there's corporea blocks now, which basically are just a block that exists purely to be able to place sparks on. That way you don't have to have like a line of droppers that have their own tile entity info. You just need to place a spark on it and it'll just work. In fact, I wonder if I can place a spark on a light. These lights are tile entities as well. Anyway, I'll have to test that. So I want to have the corporea reach up here and have kind of my layout of basically just the redstone to control everything. That is the plan, at least. We're going to kind of see how that'll actually work. I might pretty up down here. Probably not. Yep. Want to automate this. This is going to need probably a... I wonder if I can use... There's a Spectralis, I think is what it is, that will... basically it'll just drop items wherever it's linked to. So if I link it to right here, I wonder if that'll just drop it straight into the portal. Then I don't need a dropper behind there. That might be a good idea, actually. Other than that, Yeah, so we need some logic up here, need some controls. There was a sword on here, wasn't there? Or a tool. Oh well, someone probably took it. That's okay. I don't actually need it anyway, it was just a marker. So we're gonna get started on that, and to start with that we need to get ourselves a lot more corporea. So we really haven't talked about what corporea is or how we're going to use it. So this corporea index, you walk up to it and you can say various things like dirt. And it'll give you 1 dirt. I don't need that dirt though, so I'm going to put it back in here. Now, one of my carbuncles, and I don't remember which one, his job is to take things out of this chest and put it into the drawer network over there. Hello there. Can you hop over it, please? Anyway, he's going to be standing there. He'll eventually pick it up because their reach will just magically increase until they can actually reach the thing they're trying to hit. It's kind of to help them to get from getting stuck. So anyway, we'll just ignore him. So we need to make ourselves some corporeal sparks. Now for these, you need regular sparks, pixie dust, and ender air bottles. Regular sparks need some sort of flower, either petal or the mushrooms there. A stack of gold nuggets, so hit Shift C on that. This needs blaze powder, which is Shift C on that. So now we have, he stole my gold, didn't he? You're supposed to get the dirt, not the gold. Okay, we'll go back in here. Spark, need a stack of that. So with that, we can now make a stack of regular sparks. Cool. Now corporea, like I said, needs ender air bottles as well, so let's grab a stack of those. And pixie dust needs mana pearl, and yeah, throw it through the elfin portal. Now if I hit C on this, we'll see that we've got only 48 available, so I can't get a full stack of these. We'll grab as much as we can. Do we have any mana pearls? We have 15. So that gets us 48. That's not going to be enough. So let's grab a stack of regular ender pearls instead. 3, 4. So unfortunately, because of the way this is set up with carbuncles everywhere, yeah, they can steal my stuff, which is a little annoying. Need to sort out how I want to solve that. Not really sure. Some way to just delay them. Oh well, we'll go in here. I want another stack of ender pearl. Oh, that's why, because we're out of ender pearls. Oh, that's interesting. I thought I just went to the end. Oh well. Okay, so we'll get some more of those, turn them into pixie dust. Ender air bottles gets us corporeal sparks. I think I've got enough to make a few of these at least. Cool. Next up, I also want some corporeal blocks, which is just living rock brick plus a corporeal spark. So let's grab a stack of those. And I don't want a full... I don't want to spend a full stack, so let's only do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gets a stack of the blocks themselves. I don't want to spend a full stack on these sparks. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to link this up. So corporeal sparks have a range of 8 blocks. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 would be if it was right here. Unfortunately, that's a block there. Actually, I could... You know, there actually is not a block behind that. Oh, there is. Right. This side has that. These here have hollow space between them, so I could have put it there. But there is already a block here, so we're not going to be able to do that. 8 blocks, like I said, is this block here, so I'm going to go... let's see what room we've got here. I can put it right there. Perfect. So we just place down our corporeal block. The dark oak trim here is to connect all of these to the main drawer controller there. But this one here will work. So just place it on there. And if we break this log, you can see that the spark is now on that block. So there's no inventory to this, so doesn't need to like do anything. It doesn't need to be like if you're to use a dropper, then it needs to know that it has an inventory, all that stuff. Chests are even worse. I think droppers are the best. Furnaces maybe. I don't actually know if there's any other items you can stick on it. Like, can I put a spark on a composter? No, can't. Okay. Makes sense because you can normally push those, so that is not a tile entity. I wanted to check if a light can get us a spark on it. I don't think it can. Invisible light. Yep, can't do it. Okay, cool. So, yeah, corporeal blocks, that's what we'll go with. And let's patch up this hole again. And it's okay if the sparks are in another block. That's fine. They are an entity, not a block. And I'll just patch you up. Okay, so we're here. So we'll go 1, 2... Yeah, I was on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, the annoying thing is, I place it right here. Oh, that's interesting. It spreads underneath there. Cool. If I were to place the corporea block here, put a spark on it, if I put, let's get our dirt back, this here, that's fine, but I'm pretty sure if I were to turn that into a path, we'd be able to see the spark. Oh, interesting. So in the past, yeah, in the past that would be, it would actually start showing through there, and I'm really surprised it doesn't. So thank you, ASCII. That's awesome, because then I only need to bury it 1 block deep instead of 2. Was that here? This block. Okay. So let's patch that up again. This one here. This one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dig this. Place a block and a spark on top. Now, just to double check, I do want to grab my Wand of the Forest, which is where again? Probably my toolbox. Yes, Wand of the Forest. Okay. If I right-click this, you can see that doesn't do anything. Awesome. Cool. Let's see if this one's connected. You connected? No, you are not. Okay. What about you? You are connected. Okay, so let's bury this one here instead. Pick you, pick up my stuff, put a spark on, right click with the wand, and you can see the little particles showing that it is connected. So anyway, I'm going to continue just kind of patching this whole thing along all the way over until I can get to the corporea building. And something I just learned about these corporea blocks is that they can be, through the stone cutter, you can cut them into different shapes. You can also craft it, but then it'll use more. Yeah, you just open the stone cutter, toss them in here, and you can get these various different shapes, which is very useful because that means you can hide things behind a wall block and not have it connect. If I were to place, for instance, a solid block behind here, break you. If I were to place a solid block, then that block there is going to get that little bump on it, and my nice smooth wall here doesn't really work. But if you can place down a slab, slabs won't connect to the wall, and therefore you can have your nice thing completely seamless. And then after I noticed that, I realized, you know, since I have a spark right here, I can literally just put one up above here, right there, and that still works. So, useful thing to know. Right, are you linked? Okay, maybe I can't put it there. Can I lower you one? Yeah, okay. So, fine, I'll put it one a little bit lower, but it'll still work. Place you there. There we go, sparks. Okay, so we are now over in this area here where I can finally put my redstone in place. And you'll notice that the walls on here are actually wall blocks. These are panes. So these are only a partial block thick. But again, you still run into the issue of solid block here is going to connect it and they'll be visible on the outside. So I don't actually want any solid blocks touching the edge here. So I'll still probably be using these corporea slabs if needed, but we will see on that. I also need to be using these corporea crystal cubes, which I'm assuming do not connect. Okay, good. Yeah, they're not a full block, so it shouldn't. Okay, so next I need to figure out the actual circuitry I want to use. So between the last clip and this one, it's been, well, about a week or so. Haven't really been able to record too much and just haven't been able to do that. So I'm actually going to pause for a little bit on working on corporea stuff, and I realized that there's actually a couple things that'd be probably better to automate right now first. As nice as getting corporea stuff set up in there will be, I don't actually need automated ender pearl or mana pearls and stuff like that. What I do need, however, is automated mana. So if we walk back over here, one of the problems is, so we've got our mana system here going. It's filling up nicely. I stuck this little Nixie tube here monitoring one of them. It's actually a lot higher than I thought it would be. So the thing is, I need a whole lot of food. And in order for that to work, I need to have lots of different food types. Right, so the system down here, of course, they use a bunch of different types of food. What are you doing up there? Oh good, you're actually working now. Yeah, carbuncles have been kind of a pain in the neck, but whatever. So I've got steak in here. It's half automated. Half because I've got effectively infinite steak. I've got 16,000 there, and I'm actually voiding it, but I do need to cook it, so that's something I'd like to automate. Automated cooking. Pork chops, same story. These guys, apparently you are empty. Why are you empty? Is there any up here? No, that one's empty because one up top's not working. Perfect. This one I don't have a thing set for. This one is cooked mutton. Same story as the beef and the pork. And then I have a bunch of empty ones here. So I'm thinking actually, instead of working on the corporea, which, you know, it'd be nice, but I need food. I need to automate food production. Okay, I made a fountain. Over here I have my source generation. And you shouldn't be making noise at this point. That's annoying. Okay, well, we'll hop downstairs. So down here, I put together a quick little melon and pumpkin farm. That's kind of the standard vanilla how you do it. You just kind of alternate your pumpkins and your melons, and it just grows. When they grow, observer notices it and then pushes down the pistons. So pretty standard vanilla. Over here is my modded version. I'm going to turn down sounds before I hop up there. Music and sounds. Turn it down. Apparently I need another of the things to make it quiet. So, pistons just went there. Cool. This little section here is because I put this too close. Without this block in the way here, then whenever that goes, it'll end up firing all of these guys. So you saw there the little magic particles coming down here. That was causing these to cast a touch, break, AoE, extract. So silk touch, break in a 3x3. And what that allows me to do is, while it grows a little bit slower because there's fewer sides that can actually grow a melon on, I get more overall, I think, just out of it being a silk-touched melon, which is basically 9 melon slices, instead of over here where it'll give me probably like 5. So even if it grows, you know, half the speed, it'll still give me more, if that makes sense. So I've got this thing here, which is giving me some food. Not a whole lot at the moment, because that's just melons and pumpkins I'm not actually using for food. Melons, I'm actually just using both of these for trading with villagers, actually. Yeah, anyway, like I was going on though, we need food production. And so what I figure is, we can do our farming over here. There's a couple reasons for that. One is because this is a loaded chunk already anyway. I've got, if I go to the map here, and take a look at claim chunks, I've got 4 loaded chunks right here, as well as a pathway for the carbuncles to run through. So this area is already loaded, so I might as well use it. The other reason is we have seasons. As you saw outside, there was some snow. Actually, I think I can jump right here. There we go. It's within range of my flight. There's snow on the ground. And in addition to that, the seasons mod actually makes crops grow slower if they're out of season. Unless they're below Y48, I think? So we can either just mine down to Y48, build another big area down there, or we can just ignore that and just go with scale anyway. And I'm kind of thinking just going with scale. So we need farms. We need specifically a wheat farm, because that's going to open up a lot of possibilities for us. And then we also need some wixies to automatically craft stuff for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep an area over there for farming. I also want to show you, I've got kind of an outline of some buildings here, real rough. I've got kind of like a little shop front here. My thought is having a path between buildings here, but honestly I haven't done any designing on any of this, so it's kind of all up in the air. It may be completely torn down. I don't know. But we're going to prep an area for farming and see what we can do. Alrighty, I think we have everything we need. For now, I'm just going to start with kind of some basic crops here. Wheat, of course, I need that for a lot of things. Mage bloom, that's something I need to automate as well. Carrots and potatoes, mostly just for some kind of filler type foods. As well as villagers will buy those, so that's useful. And you can see here I made a bunch of bookworms. I didn't actually realize how cheap they were. The old recipe, when they were still called whelps, they required an actual apprentice book. Now it's just iron ingots, source gems, and eggs, which iron, we've got a ton of that from Zacharis. Source gems, I've got a chest full of them right there, as well as a drawer full of them back in storage. And eggs, well, we had some chickens here for a while, so we've got 16,000 of those. So, with that, we can start figuring out where we want to build this. And I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to build a big field right here. Probably just on top of where the dirt is here as well. Yeah, I think that'll work. Just a big layer of dirt. So, let's start with that. I'm just going to fill this in the line for now. I'll fill that in a second. Let's not walk off the edge. And break the snow. And find out where I put my wand. Here we go, infinity wand. We'll put that up there for now. I don't need it. And yes, there we go. So, as you know, we have the wither skeleton farm. So this thing requires a nether star. Very useful for building. And I'm just gonna do this whole thing. There we go. Cool. So we now have a big field. I'm just gonna kind of put some random holes around here for some water sources, and we will be right back once we've got kind of an area figured out what we want to do. Alrighty, we now have a little bit of a farming area. So, what's next? Bookworms. So, these guys here, I was actually pleasantly surprised to find out that they no longer require the beginner book. It is just iron and source gems and an egg, which is super cheap. So, made 16 of those. It's pretty easy to automate the enchanting apparatus anyway. Why are you not grown? I'm guessing you're not grown because of light levels. Let's fix that. And let's put a light above you. Okay. And I don't remember if these are set to despawn or not. Okay, so we have a little bit of an area over here. I think that's the only patch. Maybe right here as well. And if I'm going to need one there, I'm probably going to need one over here as well. Okay, keep getting distracted. Bookworms, how do these work? Get yourself a vanilla lectern and right-click it with... Shift right-click? Shift right-click. Shift right-click it with a bookworm and get a light show, and it will turn into a bookworm lectern. Hello there. Now, if we... Don't want to right-click you. If we take a look at this, I think it's shift right-click with a wand here. Let me grab my wand out. Where did I put you? Here we go, Dominion Wand. This will allow you to change the radius of this. So I'm going to set this to the max, which is 17 by 17. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Sure, why not? Actually, wait, no. If I do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was planning on doing it 13 by 13? 9 by 9 is 4 blocks out, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this end one here won't get it. So we're going to do 13 by 13. It's going to be a little bit of an overlap with the outside here, but that's okay. This level here, actually, I'm not planning on planting anything on. I could. I don't really know if it would matter too much. The thing with vanilla is crops grow best if they are next to only 2 of themselves, so one on that side, one on that side, and if it has crop on all sides. So basically I have the farmland on the outside here purely to help these guys to grow faster. Whether or not it'll make a difference in something this size, probably not, to be honest. That's okay. You, however, need to actually start doing something. So let's get ourselves, I think I have one in here, a spell parchment, and we can use this one here, doesn't really matter. That's annoying. So let's go up here, we'll place you in. I already had one up there apparently. Let's get ourselves a spell. So we want touch, and I'm just going to go with touch, harvest. You know what? I think I just want touch, harvest. I think that's all I need. Easy enough. Add you into here, pick out our spell, and give it to you. Give it to you, sorry. So, his job is now to cast Touch Harvest, and I hope he's close enough to the jars up top there. He may not be. Thinking he's not. So I'm just going to add in the rest of these bookworms anyway, and give them a spell as well. One for you, and one for you. And of course we're going to change the radius on these guys as well to 13 by 13. 13 by 13. 13 by 13. And you as well. Nope, not you. 13 by 13. Strict mode is to make it so that they will only cast if they are able to do an action. By default it's true, which means that these guys will float around and only harvest if they are harvestable. So that works. However, what does not work is apparently they need mana closer, or source rather. So let's go ahead and grab a source jar. Do I have one? Right here, perfect. I think I can get away with just one of these. And I'm going to place it somewhere in the middle here. I think this is the middle. No, I'm just going to place it. Can I place it on top of you? Can I use the cork, place in the opposite side thing? No. Okay, well, we'll just place it right. Let's help by actually placing the thing. There. So that should be within range of everything. Let's go ahead and link that up. Hop up on here. Hop up. Need to have an actual way to get up and down, but that is okay. So we're going to bind from you. Hop down here. Walk off to not squish our crops. And bind to you. So now this will start filling up, and you'll notice our bookworms start running around, which is awesome. Next up is item collection. I have a couple hopperhawks on this side over here, but I'm guessing they're not close enough. That's okay. What I can do is I'm just going to have another line of the drawers, the dark oak trim here. I'll just bring it over here towards the middle as well, and stick a hopperhawk kind of in the middle here. The controller can reach, I think, 12 blocks in any direction, so that's pretty much going to be far enough for what we need. Let me go grab a hopperhawk. I don't think I have one on me. I might. I do not. Okay. Hopperhawk and dirt. And we're just going to finish up. And I'm going to make 3 of these. Right click and toss you in 3 hopperhawks. Now, if I look at this, I can also make a floating hopperhawk, and I might actually do that. Floating flower. I just want. There we go. So dirt, pasture seeds, and a glimmering of anything. So we're just gonna grab. What do I have a lot of? Got a lot of black. 1, 2, 3. And I need 3 pasture seeds, which I think I have 3 of. Perfect. 3 of those, and 3 dirt. 3 dirt. I also need 6 glowstone dust. And we take our flour, add our dust, gets us a glimmering flower, glimmering flower, pasture seed, dirt, floating. And last but not least, I'm going to do just one of these as floating for now, because I might need floating things later. And the rest of these can go in here. And the rest of my hopper hawks can go into my magic box. Or magic bag, rather. Next up, I need some dark oak trim. Thank you. And a controller slave. Just one of those is fine. I don't need dirt anymore because I got the floating one instead. So we'll walk over here. I did work on the actual building here. I'm still not quite happy with it. Needs to be more vibrant up top, I think. I'm not sure. I like the purple. I'm trying to use a lot of the purple everywhere just to... I mean, this is Ars Nouveau, of course. So, want to use more purple, but we'll get there. Let's hop down below here. And everything is getting harvested. Perfect. So, we need dark oak trim, and we need controller. So we're going to place this just kind of... Can I reach there? There we go. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy, just kind of over here. And one more, I think. Actually, no, right there's fine. And we'll put the controller slave underneath and the floating hopper hawk under that. So then it should pick up everything. It's not able to pick up, of course, everything at the moment because our drawers up top actually can't hold that much stuff. Cool. So I've got 2 carbuncles now whose job is to come over here and grab things and bring them back, and you are sitting here doing nothing. Why? What are you doing? Come on. You're empty. Also, I see 2 carbuncles on the map. One is here, one is... where? How did you get inside? You can't get inside. That's the whole point of this. How? I don't get it. Anyway, those guys, piggybacking, they're going to go over there, they're going to drop stuff off, and this will slowly get drained. Once it's drained enough, then of course it'll pick up the rest of it. The potatoes and stuff are still down there. We've got our melons coming in, apparently a buddy card, cool. That's going to get stuck in a box somewhere. Pumpkins as well are downstairs, you can hear the pistons going from that. Potatoes? Hop in? Maybe they already got them. Alright, well, this is working, and you guys are going fast again, so that's perfect. Why are you stuck? Just go. Get the thing. I don't know. Carbuncle's weird. I think they might just be getting confused because one's grabbing what the other one was trying to grab. Because I think once he drops that off, then he's going to start running again. Maybe. Or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Either way, though, harvesting is now completely set up. Can you go in here? Nope. Buddy cards. I've got way too many of them. They're just kind of all over the place. Filling up all those chests. But they're not sorted yet, so that's just kind of a thing. Everything else is going to sort into here quite nicely, though. So these, I've got most of the crops already set up to go into over here. So our mana bloom, of course, is there. Carrots, potatoes, pumpkins we've got apparently 2,000 of. That's good. 24. Let's grab 2 of these. Melons, of course, I have some villagers upstairs here to sell to. Not in any particular place yet. They're not in like a trading hall. Where are your friends? There should be more farmers than you. Okay. Yeah, they're free range farmers, so they'll eventually wander back to their workstations here. There should be one more farmer. I had 3 farmers up here because 2 of them they were already from zombies, so better trades. Where's your friend? They shouldn't be down here because I've got these wards here, warding stones, which they're not supposed to path over. Not supposed to. Doesn't stop them. But either way, No farmer? I don't hear one. I'll find him later. Either way, that is working. We've got automated farming, so that is going to be very helpful. We've got income of the various plants and stuff, especially wheat will be helpful. We are apparently out of mana berries, that's useful. And we are also low on all our meat. So I'm going to load up a little bit of our meat into our cooker here. This just goes through, I think, did I set you to 4 seconds now? Okay, so I was able to drop it down to stack every 4 seconds. Smelt runes are up top there, just loads into here. And what that will help is that will feed our Botania mana. So these get carried over there. I've got a carbuncle who comes back and forth. But I have noticed that he gets stuck if he doesn't have anything to pick up. I mean, that kind of makes sense, but meaning that, for instance, if he's trying to get mutton, because we're low on mutton, he's going to be just stuck over there waiting for mutton, if we have 0 cooked. Even though I've got plenty of other things, now these are getting low as well, he's still going to be stuck because of mutton. So, yeah, kind of need to make sure that these are just constantly filled. Right now, it's a manual process to throw it over here. I do have a carbuncle whose job is to come up here and pick stuff up. You? No, you're getting confused again. Okay, so eventually they'll come over and pick it up. But at the moment, they're a little confused. Yeah, so this is dropping off. We're getting the meat in here. I'm going to keep refilling that a little bit. Hello there. And he's going to keep bringing it over to Botania. Well, I accidentally went AFK for most of the day yesterday. Just kind of forgot to turn off my computer, forgot to log out. But the positive of that is, you can see here, we've got 2,365 mana blooms, and we've got several thousand of pretty much everything else. So, yeah, everything's been built up. We've got plenty of everything. Surprisingly, I haven't gone through all of the cooked meat yet, and I'm up to, I think, 11 on my mana pool over there. So that is awesome. What is... Oh yeah, I put that there. But unfortunately, you can see this big red line here. Apparently, a zombie got in, which is a little annoying. So I've seen it before when I've been just like wandering around my base here. You'll notice there's no mobs anywhere around here. We've got, I've got a mega torch, I think on the wall there somewhere. I've got mega torches throughout this entire area, so nothing is spawnable. However, I have villagers up there. And that means that I am subject to zombie sieges. Yeah. I don't know where they come from. I haven't been able to, I haven't like seen where they've started. I've just kind of noticed on the map suddenly, hey, why are there 50 zombies? So that's interesting. So I might have to do something about that. Maybe put like a warding stone or something here. Something to prevent them from getting into the storage area. They can't get up the stairs to the villagers themselves because I've got these ward stones up here. But the problem is that it can still get inside and get to me. So had 138 or something levels. They're all gone. That's okay. I don't actually need them anyway. Mostly I just need these 8 levels or so just to rename things occasionally, like name tags. But, like I said, we were able to get a whole bunch of stuff while we were AFK. 6,000 wheat, 1,000 berries. Berries actually aren't being transferred into here automatically, so I do need to fix that. Currently they're just being harvested in the middle there. I've got one that's just sitting there. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Everything seems to be working. I haven't seen anything really backing up. The chest over here, the barrel rather, this one keeps getting filled up mostly because one carbuncle is slower than 2 carbuncles with speed. You can see they run back and forth pretty quickly. Not too much of a big deal. It didn't get back up too much because I did check the storage over there and it's empty. So apparently the timing is about perfect for 12 hours of AFK. But anyway, I think that is a good spot to call this for now. We were able to get quite a lot done. We got our farming pretty much completely set up, and I think next time we can start on actual automating of everything, auto crafting. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye bye.